Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Katie McManus, business strategist and money mindset coach, coming to you live on the Facebooks, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. And I'm going to try to be better at checking the Instagram feed for comments because it's always hidden on a different screen. And I always don't want to see the video over there because it does not match up with the normal video. So we're going to try to fix that right now. Anyway, welcome everyone. Like I said, we are going live to the Facebooks, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping because sometimes I go live to all these platforms and I don't see all the comments, and it's not. And so I love this to be interactive, and I love calling you guys out and bringing you into the conversation, answering your questions. But sometimes I just don't see your comments until way after. So if you comment and I don't call you out, it is not that I'm ignoring you. I have nothing against you. It's just that I genuinely didn't see the comment. Unless you said something rude, then I might ignore you. But I don't have a whole lot of rude people on here. So anyway, today I want to talk about something that I learned a long time ago. And it's one of those things that I learned and then didn't realize it could be useful to other people until I was talking to someone today. And it's how to create content when your life is crumbling around you, when things feel like an absolute shitstorm and you are having all the feelings, and you might be having a meltdown. You might be having a mental breakdown. You might be having what we could kindly call a spiritual awakening, okay? Which, as Brene Brown says, is just another word for breakdown. Anyway, when that happens, unfortunately for us, we are business owners. We have started a business. We're growing a business. That business can only continue being a business if we have clients, right? And so to get clients, we have to market ourselves. And typically, especially for those of us in the online space, marketing ourselves includes posting on social media. And so as you would normally do, all the advice is, saying go out and be vulnerable and authentic and share your true self. And of course, that is great advice for when things are going well. When you feel like you're failing at life and you're failing in your business and everything is going wrong and you can't point to any single thing that seems to be going right. And I'm just saying this, this happens to everyone. If you're in this right now, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you're in this. It is the worst. It is the worst feeling in the world. I've been there so many times myself, and know that it doesn't last forever. Okay. Every season comes to an end. Okay. We just finished spring, or no, we haven't even finished spring. We have another 11 days left. It's about to end. We're about to get into the really, really warm, sticky summer here on Cape Cod. Anyway, so if you're in a shitstorm right now of emotions, maybe something's going wrong in your relationships, maybe you're having a financial crisis, maybe any number of things is happening in your life, know that you're not alone. Know that, hi, I've been there and I came out of it. If I could come out of it, I'm a shit show when things go wrong. But if I could come out of it, you can come out of it. Okay. I promise you. And know that you don't have to share all the vulnerable bits of what you're going through right now. Okay. Not necessary. All right. You can absolutely be vulnerable and authentic later when this open wound is scarred up and it's healed. Okay. I want you to think about it just like that. If something is going terribly wrong in your life and you are feeling so crappy about it and it's really eating away at you and it's painful, imagine it just like that. It's an open wound. Do you, if you had an open wound, would you just go around exposing it to everyone? Of course not. It's going to get infected, and people are going to be grossed out. No one's going to want to invite you over to their house for dinner anymore. If you're just going to come over and be like, check out this wound I have, It's so weird. However, everyone loves a good story. Everyone loves to see a good scar, and imagine the wound, right? So you can wait until it's healed. You can wait until the pain is no longer there. You can absolutely share this later. But what do you do when you're in it and you have to share content because you have a business and you need to get clients, and to get clients, you need to market yourself, and to market yourself, you have to create content for social media, and all this baggage has just like plopped on top of you and you feel like you're losing it. Here's what I learned how to do, how I learned how to handle this very early on. I'm going to teach you all about it. So when you feel awful, when you feel like depressed, when you feel like you're failing at absolutely everything, you do not need to share about how you feel you're failing at absolutely everything. But let me give you this. Think of when your clients feel like they're failing at absolutely everything. Seriously, every single one of us has, a moment that our clients go through. For me, it's when they've started a business and they are not getting any clients and they're really freaking out. They feel like they're failing at it. For my business partner, David Fryman, for him, it may be they feel like got a summons or something, or they got a demand letter and they feel like they're about to fail their whole lives, or they're being sued for the first time. So we want to take the emotion that we're experiencing about our situation, and we want to apply that emotion in a post about our ideal clients. And we want to empathize with that feeling that we're bringing to the table, right? And we want to just like put it in a framework of what our clients go through, right? I'm a massive believer that words carry energy. All right. And so when you write a piece of content from a happy place, it's happy. It brings joy. Like, people take positive energy from it. And of course, great energy attracts great clients. But don't be afraid to utilize like those bad feelings as well. When you're feeling down on yourself, that is absolutely an energy that your clients feel sometimes. And you empathizing with them feeling that and why they're feeling that, and creating some content directed at them to make them like feel just a little less alone and a little more understood and normalized in their struggle. That's incredibly valuable. It's massively reassuring to them. And let me tell you, if you can make someone feel seen and heard and understood and accepted and celebrated, and like they're not alone from a post where you don't even know who you're speaking to, you build a fuck ton of trust that way. All right. So you do not need to share all the terrible things that are happening in your life. Okay. You absolutely do not. You can wait until like it's healed and it's done. You feel better about it. But absolutely don't let that emotion go to waste. One of the skills that I teach a lot of my clients, and it's really, really hard when you first start, is when you're writing a post about something, you want to really like get into like the body feeling of feeling that emotion. So like when I feel rage, my chest like opens up, my shoulders like don't get tight, they just get like locked in, and I can feel like the heat rising in my neck, and my like face just goes hot, and it feels like I could not breathe. I like could shoot fire out of my eyeballs. I feel so scary, and I am scary when when I'm angry. Doesn't happen very often. Don't worry. We're not worried about me going off on anyone. But anyway, but like that, if you describe that sensation, how it feels in your body, like you're ready to go to war on something, you can absolutely like elicit that from the people who are watching or reading. When we describe like sucking on a lemon, just thinking about it can make our salivary glands like produce more saliva, right? Because like we know that sensation of having acid in our mouth, right? And that's the chemical response our body has to acid in our mouths. It's the same when we're talking about emotions. Same when we're talking about like that palm sweat you get when you're about to step out on stage and there are like 700 people, more people than you were anticipating in the audience. And you realize like some people you used to work with, and you're like, just describing this, like my breathing is getting a little more shallow, and you start thinking like a million miles a minute, and you start thinking a lot faster. Like that's a million miles a minute. See, I'm getting nervous just talking about this. All right. And you know that sensation like when you are about to step out on stage and you're like, I have to pee. I really have to pee. And you might have peed like 10 minutes ago, but you're like, no. When you talk about that, when you describe that, when you play it out for people, genuinely, people will start feeling that sensation because we're empathetic readers, right? There's not one single novel that you have ever read where you did not empathize with the main character as if you were them, right? It's the same in content. It's short form. You're not writing a whole story. You're not writing a whole novel. There's no like major arc and twists and turns and all the things. But you are writing a story essentially. So using that emotion from whatever shitstorm you have going on in your life is going to be incredibly powerful. But I want to just reiterate, use your emotion for whatever terrible thing is happening in your life. Think about when this emotion shows up for your ideal client and describe that situation with this emotion. Okay. Pour that emotion into this post about where they're struggling. And I just can't wait to hear from you once you've done this, like what the impact is. And remember, you do not have to share any of your trauma. Okay. You do not have to share anything vulnerable. You don't have to share anything terribly personal, even to be able to connect with your audience. All right. And to be able to attract high paying clients from those people. Elizabeth, hello over on Instagram. Great to have you. Anyway, quick little live this evening. I've been talking to so many folks this week. It's only Monday. Oh my God. It's been a day. Been talking to so many people today who are just like having stuff go on in their lives, losing loved ones, really stressful situations, stressed out about money, stressed out about relationship shit. All of it does impact you. Unfortunately, we're not robots. Unfortunately, like we can't just like compartmentalize all of the bad things in our life into this little container over here and then just be happy-go-lucky and perfect in our business all the time. I wish that were the case. If they can ever develop some kind of drug that makes that possible, like let's go. Hi. Oh my God, it's been so long. We have to catch up soon. Anyway, but yeah. Like bring the emotion. I think we oscillate between this feeling of needing to share everything and also needing to process everything. There's a place in the middle that will still allow you to attract clients while also respecting your own healing process for whatever's going on. All right. So anyway, this is my 24th day going live in a row. I have 6 more days. So if there are any topics that you want me to go live on in the next 6 days, I need ideas, honestly. So just go ahead and DM me whatever you want me to go live on. I am taking requests. Keep it appropriate, please. Anyway, and I cannot wait to go live with you tomorrow. And Elizabeth, thank you for joining. And to everyone else who joined, who I don't see, your comments aren't coming through, or maybe you're not commenting. Thank you for being here. I hope this is helpful. All right. I'm Katie McManus, business strategist and money mindset coach. Have an amazing night, everyone. Mwah.